Hi guys, Leigh from Bloodied Brush Studios here, and I'm here with Rick, and we're filming a 40k battle report.
How you going, guys? Yep, so tonight we've got together yet again after a while of not playing 40k. I mean, I've been sort of venturing off into the world of bolt action and other games as well, and Leigh's been playing away in the 40k scene as well, which has been pretty good, so he's had a bit of time to work on his army and sort of...
Yeah, so I've been playing with the new Drukhari Codex, which is utterly awesome. This will probably be my 8th, 9th, 10th something game with it, and I tell you what, this codex is good. Some of you may have actually seen me play Dean Sinbeck recently from Blog for the Blood God, and he utterly trashed me. It was my first game. I think it was over by turn 2. I think
it was still good to watch though. I mean,
it was good to watch his tactics, which I think are a little bit invalidated now with the new fact coming out. So no more turn 1 deep striking and charge, and you know. Yeah, no more of that, especially with your list you're taking tonight.
Anyway, it's all good.
But so, yeah, this new codex though, it's just incredible. Like the variety is finally back with the Drukhari or the old Dark Elder. You know, the way you can field it, the way you can play it, you can literally tailor it to how you want to play. So if you want a real assault-based army, you can do it. If you want a fast army, you can do it. If you want guns, you can do it. You can just absolutely do everything with this army, which I find just really refreshing.
No, it's good. It's awesome. Like, yeah, I mean, I've yet again taken my Blood Angels. It's been my favourite, I suppose. It's one of my main armies that I usually take in kind of one of the 40,000 as well. I've pretty much had this army for nearly, 10 years or something.
Oh, no, it'd be more than that. I'd say 15.
It's
old the...
Yeah, I mean, look, you can even see they're still on 25mm bases. I haven't had a chance to upgrade these to the 32s, so... I was just like, alright, we'll just take them and there we go, you know. But I've sort of tweaked it tonight. I made a nice little list for Leigh to sort of compete against, so hopefully it does give him a bit of a run for his money and, you know.
Yeah, that's it. This is just a fun game, so, you know, there's no special narrative for this one. There's no anything crazy.
Not tonight, anyway.
Not tonight. So, yeah, anyway, but that's that. But the other big news as well is that in September...
I'm pregnant. No, actually, no. Well... Hey, actually, I've been working out, bugger off.
No, you look good. You look good.
Anyway, sorry, thank you.
Yeah. So the big news is I'm heading off to Gibraltar to play in SM Battle Reports No Retreat 7. Nice. So if you guys don't know who SM Battle Reports are and the No Retreat tournaments, I'd say get out from under that rock, jump onto Facebook and check them out. I do not know how anyone could not know who they are. And yeah, I've luckily enough put my application in, so I wanted to go travelling around Europe around that time. I thought, you know what, I'm going to try this, I'm going to do it. Submitted my application, and luckily the team there decided my application was good enough, my painting was good enough, and offered me a spot. So
yeah, Australia represent, mate. I've noticed you're the only Aussie that's representing Australia in this event, which is quite a feat, I imagine. So.
Yeah, so I know there's a few other Aussies on the list, and to you guys, try and get on. It'd be good to have some more Aussies there, so we can represent and get loud and get annoying, which is what we do best. It'd be nice. So yeah, and then you can go beat up my English friends over there, which would be even better.
Do you need a translator?
What, mate? Thought like a Brit? Nah, I can't do that. I think I fit in. I don't know. Is that a British accent? I don't know.
Yeah, you
tell me.
Sure
yeah, so I'll be taking my Death Guard to that tournament because one, transport is a lot easier in regards to taking it halfway across the world, and I'll be taking it across to England with me as well. So if anyone in England wants a game while I'm there, hit me up. I'm bringing the crap one as well. And I'll be doing the old pilgrimage to Warhammer World. But yeah, just transporting the Death Guard army though, that's the number one priority. I'd love to take my Drukhari, but trying to transport them halfway across the world.
Too nimble, I think, for
it'll break.
A journey like that.
And knowing my army, it's broken so many times. You probably can't see it, but this army's had so much repair work done on it. It's just painful. So take these fantastic Death Guard models. Plus, I think I've figured out a pretty fair but nasty list to take. So yeah, you might be seeing that pop up a little bit on my channel, which barely has any content on it because I'm lazy.
Well, we've been pretty busy doing other stuff.
Yeah, got other stuff, and I've been jumping on other people's channels to do other things. So just being lazy. But yeah, you should hopefully see a little bit more from me in regards to that. So anyway, what we'll do is we'll talk about our lists next, and then after that, the mission, and we'll see you in the game. So this is the Drukhari list at 1500 points. So I've taken 3 patrol detachments to get the benefit of the +4 command points, then being battle forward +3. So it's the 7 command point list I'm rocking at the moment, and I'm also taking a Cabal detachment, a Witch Cult detachment, and a Covens detachment. So in the Cabal detachment, I've got the Archon. The Vizark is stepping in place of the Archon at the moment because I think the old Archon model is a little bit too small at this stage, and I'll have to get the new one. So in the meantime, the Vizark is a perfect representation. He's painted to the same scheme as my the rest of my army, so he'll be there. He's been kept pretty much bare bones except for the relic which he'll be carrying, which is the Gin Blade, and that gives him an extra 2 attacks, but at the end of the fight phase, if I roll a 1, he suffers a mortal wound instead as well. So it's a pretty good bit of kit, and it just helps him cleave up some of the weaker infantry if they get a little bit too close. Also in the detachment is a squad of 10 Carbolite Warriors and a Raider with Blaster and Splinter Cannon, and the Raider has Splinter Axe and Dark Lance, and then another 5 Carbolite Warriors in a Venom. Rounding out that little bit as well is 7 Scourges with 4 Heat Lancers, just to get that bit of extra Heat Lance punch is the best way to describe it. Now they will be taking Cabal of the Poison Tongue, which gives rerolls of 1 for any poison weapons, and reroll 1s for any melee weapons in close combat. And the Warlord trait, the Archon will be the Hatred Eternal, which gives him reroll wounds in close combat. So that's pretty good with the Gin Blade, and especially because of his strength, he does need those rerolls, especially coming up against Marines, which are majority toughness 4. Needing 4s to win with rerolls is pretty solid. Then we move on next to the Witch Cult, which will be the Cult of Red Grief. Now I'm spending the extra command point to get the relic as well, which is the Blood Blade, which gives +3 strength, negative 3 AP and D3 damage. So pretty brutal, if you ask me. Can do a bit of damage, but can also fluff a little bit. So there we go. And what this one does as well is that it gives advance and charge to the entire Witch Cult army. So I've also got 10 witches, and they'll most likely be in the Webway portal with the Succubus. I've got 6 Reaver Jetbikes, and they have the 2 blasters in there, and then I've also got 10 Helions too. Then next we've got the Homunculus Covens, which will be the Prophets of Flesh. So with their obsession, they get a 4+ invulnerable save, so it's the 5+. And then the Warlord trait for that one as well will give the 1 free reroll for the Covens during the game, and also +D3 command points at the start of the game too. And I should note as well, the other Warlord trait for the Witch Cults is the 3+. The Warlord trait for the Succubus takes is the 3+ Invul save. So obviously with new Drukhari Codex, you pay the 1 command point, you get the 3 Warlord traits, which is pretty cool. So yeah, back to the Covens list. I've got 5 Racks in a Venom, 4 Grotesques, both with Flesh Gauntlets and Monstrous Cleavers, and that pretty much rounds out the list besides the Razorwing Jet Fighter, which has the 2 Splinter Rifles and Dark Lancers. So this list, I've won a lot with it at this stage. I did play in a tournament on the weekend, came out with 2 wins, 3 losses, but 2 of the losses were mostly just due to the missions, because they were funky narrative missions, so super themey, but in one of them the army literally pulled itself apart, because if you roll a 1 or a 6, your own units would attack each other, and that's essentially what they did the entire game. So I almost tabled my opponent, and also tabled myself with stuff killing itself. But that just goes to show the power of this list, though. It can take itself on and another army and still nearly table it. And yeah, it's just a lot of fun to play as well. Like, this list is just buckets and buckets of fun to play. So yeah, when we set up and do the mission, I'll talk a little bit more about the list and just a little bit of my tactics with it, and then yeah, we'll hopefully have a really good game with them. So we'll now move on to Rick's Lamenters.
Okay, thanks Leigh. This is now my Lamenter army. I've been playing the Lamenters for a number of years now, probably ranging about 12, 15 years through all the different editions of Warhammer 40,000. I mean, I've slowly been coming back into 8th edition. I mean, I really do like the new edition, how it's all been changed around. Like it's been a massive paradigm shift for the whole game as well. So with this army, it's become a bit better than it used to be, because every other edition I used to play this army, I used to get absolutely clobbered. I think there is a battle report me and Leigh did about 2 years ago now, I think it was, with Josh from Direct Action Gaming, and I got totally trounced with that army as well. But Unfortunately for me, the rules have changed with the new Blood Angel Codex, and they brought Lamenters back into the new Codex as well, which is like, yes! When I saw that, I was like over the moon when I saw that, so very excited. Anyway, enough of my waffling. This army, what I'm taking against Leigh tonight, is a bit of a different force. I've gone with the Vanguard, detachment setup for this army. So as you can see, there's a lot of fast attack choices in this army. So we'll start with the Commander. The Commander is basically just a regular captain with a Storm Shield and a Power Axe and a Jump Pack. I've also taken some Sanguinary Guard to go with him as well. They're armed with a plethora of weapons. There's like an Incarnate Blade there, some Lightning Claws, Power Fists, Power Axe, Power Weapons. It's a pretty punchy little squad for what it is. I'm hoping it does a lot better than what it did in the previous editions. Like in the previous editions, it would just drop in and die pretty much straight away. There's like 300 points gone. It's like, pretty horrible. Anyway, so taking those, there's about 3 squads of Assault Marines there, with just a variety of different weapons. There's like a couple of power weapons in there. There is a Power Fist. There's a Hand Flamer as well, and an Inferno Pistol, and also a Melter Gun as well, so it's floating around in there as well. Top it off, we've got 3 squads of Scouts. So a couple of our Scouts you can see are the very old 1st or 2nd edition Scouts from the original game, going back nearly 25 years or something like that. I mean, I've been in the hobby for just as long, so I've managed to pick up some really old models over my time. There's also some Death Company in there as well, so there's about probably 9 Death Company there. Pretty generic setup. There's only like 1 Power Fist in there. I mean, everyone's like, what, 1 Power Fist? Is that all? But you know what? They do the job. They do quite a lot of damage when they charge and hit, so I'm quite happy with them as the way they are. And moving on, we've got 2 Land Speeders. So one's armed with a multi-melter, and the other one's armed with a heavy bolter and an assault cannon. So both, basically they provide a bit of fast attack, sort of zippy, punchy stuff going on as well. And to top it off, as you can probably see in the middle of the army there, I've taken the Sanguinor as well. The Sanguinor in the previous edition didn't do too well, especially when I played Leigh as well. What do you reckon? It wasn't the best. It was pretty much just a standoff.
It was okay.
Yeah. So hopefully in this version he does a bit more damage as well. So we've taken him as a bit of a novelty as well. And being a casual game, well, I thought, you know what, stuff it, I'll take him as well in this army too. So pretty much that is a 1500 point force that you see in front of you. So we'll see how we go from there on. Hopefully this army does well against Leigh's super fast army. So it's 2 fast armies coming up against one another. So it'll probably be like, 2 unmovable objects hitting one another as well. But we'll see what happens as well. So anyway, moving on. So this is pretty much the army I'm taking against Leigh tonight as well. So hope you enjoy.
Alright guys, so the armies are now fully deployed. We're playing the Kill Confirmed scenario from Chapter Approved. So Kill Confirmed is where we draw 3 tactical objective cards, and basically you score them as per normal, so you can't have any more than 3, you can't have any less than 3, and you cannot discard any cards that require you to kill another unit. So if you have to kill another unit, you cannot discard it unless it is impossible to do. So for example, since my army has no Psychers, if you drew, you must kill a Psyker during this turn, army doesn't have it, then you can actually discard that particular objective. And there's also points for Slay the Warlord, First Blood, and also you get points for no quarter given. Each player scores 1 victory point for each enemy unit that is unit. Each player scores 1 victory point for each enemy unit that is destroyed. So yeah, that's going to be a pretty bloody one. Is Line Breaker as well. So there's a lot of points up for grabs in this list. So let's go over where the objectives are. So over here we've got objective number 3. We've got our themed objectives sitting on top. Back over here in the Lamenters deployment zone, objective number 5.
Ooh.
Back over here, objective number 6.
Ooh.
In here, I think this is objective 1. Yep, objective 1. Then we've got 4 and 2 should be the last one over here. There we go. So that's where the objectives are. Yeah, basically we'll talk about what the Dark Elder also have. So this is the Dark Elder deployment up here. So we've got the Razor Wing, we've got the Homunculus or the Covens Venom just here. So basically it's a nice little bubble here. The Archon back up here with Cabals. We have the Helions and Reaver jet bikes just over here. Now they'll be moving and doing a lot of advancing and charging in this turn because they're badass. Combat drugs wise, these guys have +1 attack. Helions have +1 toughness, and the witches have +1 strength. And then I'll roll for the Succubus, and she has 3, which I believe is either +1 pack, or +1 weapon skill, and consulting the beautiful book, we have +2 to move characteristics, so she moves 10 inches a turn. Brutal, Rick. Brutal. So yeah, this army we're moving up nice and fast, trying to hit the Lamenters. What do we have over here, Rick?
Alrighty, so what we've deployed, as you can see, is we've got a land speeder hiding behind this bastion. We have a sniper squad of scouts sitting up there with a missile launcher, or sorry, rocket launchers. I don't know the word missile. Moving on, so down here on objective 2, we've got another scout squad just sitting around. Moving on, we've got one of my assault squads sitting in the field as well. The sanguinary guard and the captain is sitting there next to another land speeder, the tornado class. And lastly, we have some more scouts sitting on objective, whatever that objective number that was, I'll tell you now. That was number 5. So yeah, so they're sitting there too. As to the rest of the army, that's all sitting in reserve as well, ready to pounce. So the Sanguinor, the Death Company, and the other assault squad. So
just like my witches and succubus. So a lot of stuff that's going to be either dropping in our own deployment zones or
yeah,
deployment zones
stuff is everywhere.
So now we've got to roll to see who gets the first turn. So
yes,
Rick, you got your dice.
Yes, there's my dice. There we go. Hello, dice.
Here we go.
Moving on.
Middle.
Here we go.
+1 to Rick.
So we got a 2 from Leigh. Knowing my luck, I'll probably get a 1. Oh, we got a 3 as well. Go. Even better. So
let's see if he seizes the initiative.
Oh, here we go, Leigh.
You ready?
Good luck.
Oh,
no, not this time. So.
Oh, Rick.
Yes. Good luck. Too easy.
On camera? Here,
yes.
Again, we're actually shaking hands. And yeah, I guess we'll come back to Lamenters turn 1 in a minute.
So the first round is overwhelming firepower. So score 1 victory point if an enemy unit was destroyed during the shooting phase of your turn. So hopefully we can do that. If 3 or more units were destroyed, I get D3 victory points instead. Second objective was to defend objective 5, which is quite peachy for me because as you can see over here, we've got our scouts and all sorts of stuff protecting that for a couple of turns. So hopefully we can hold out against Leigh's onslaught. And the last one's a bit of a potato for this game, for this round anyway, domination. So this is D3 victory points if you control every objective marker on the table. And
it's not just D3, it's D3 plus 3.
Well, for this start of the game, it's kind of pointless. But anyway, so I've drawn that, so it is what it is. Say love the anyway. So moving on. So we'll get on to the first turn and see how we go.
Good luck.
Alright, so as you can see, it's a very uneventful turn 1 for me as the Lamenter player. The movement only comprised of the tornadoes moving to this point over here near the objective. Moved a couple of squads around, just position them just in case. I'm used to the old templates not hitting stuff, even though we don't have templates in an 8th edition. I just space everything out accordingly. I'll try to move some of the assault squad behind some of the terrain as well. Lane speed is pretty much stationary, same for the scout squad and the other scout squad too. So pretty uneventful turn for this turn. I'm sure there'll be a lot more excitement coming up in the previous turns to come because I've got all those reserve troops. So, yeah, on to the shooting phase.
Ooh.
Right, so that is the end of our shooting phase. So to the battlefield, so not much has really happened. The assault cannon on the land speeder took out 3 of Leigh's Hellions.
Whoops.
And also the heavy bolter did a bit of damage, but he survived it. Moving across, the sniper rifles over here fired at the homunculus and wounded him twice.
Yep. And
so same with the missile launcher on the scout squad, he fired at the grotesque and caused 2 wounds as well.
Calls it a missile launcher and he still hits.
And moving across over here, just the heavy bolter took a shot at the fighter jet and just gave it a wound as well. So pretty quiet first turn from this side. I'm sure Leigh's turn will be a bit more dynamic than what mine was. So
yeah, well we'll do the morale for the Hellions because they lost, how many was it? 3. So here we go. Leadership of 8.
Easy.
They're good. Love rolling ones.
Anyway, so moving on to close combat, which there is none, so that's pretty much the end of my turn. So Leigh, it's now on to you, my friend.
Drukhari, turn 1. Woo! So we've currently got for the Drukhari secure objectives 1, 6, and 5. So let's go through the battlefield and see where they are. So objective number 1 is just here, so I've already got that. Objective 6 is just here, so I've pretty much already got that. However, objective 5 is right over in Rick's line, so I don't know how we're going to go securing that one this turn, but I think I should be able to safely get 2 points at the end of this turn. Plus kill points is the other thing in this mission, so let's start getting some kill points and possibly even first blood. Let's do it, Drukhari. Let's do it! Alright, so the Drukhari movement is fast. Let's just say it's fast. So if we just have a little pan down, This is what's exactly happened. So these guys moved and advanced up to 13, so they don't get to charge, but they're punching their way up the field. The homunculus moved the exact same distance. The Talos, they advanced as well, but they only rolled a paltry 2, so only 9 inches. However, they can still shoot with their heat lances being assault weapons, but it is the -1 to hit, which is not as good, but what can you do? Up over here, we've also had the Archon move up, so he's just within range to get some of the rerolls through these guys. Obviously, the troops embarked can't reroll ones, however, they've got the Splinter Axe, so any rolls of 6s cause an additional hit. But he is capturing that objective for secure objective 6. We've also got the racks over here, they're securing objective 1 for us as well, which is really handy. Then these guys have moved in advance, the Hellions, so they moved a massive 20 inches. So they are ready to engage you straight away if they want to. So I think those scouts are going to find themselves butchered. Then up over here as well, the Reaver jet bikes moved their 18 inches. Their blasters should hopefully make a bit of work of the land speeder. Won't kill it, I think, with the 2 blaster shots, but we'll see how we go. And then lastly, the Razorwind jet fighter just punching into the back lines there, also looking for a bit of first blood action too, where he can get it. So yeah, it's going to be interesting seeing what comes up in the shooting phase, but yeah, if there's anything sort of clutch, we'll film it. If not, we'll just recap at the end. Alright, so Rick is one of the unluckiest. So 5 splinter rifle wounds, and what do you roll, Rick?
5 failed saves. As you can see, I've almost divided the laws of the universe here and almost opened a rift in reality, so... Oh, God.
There's some bad luck, and then there's that.
So there's that, but you know what? It is what it is, and, you know...
Make it impossible for me to charge now.
Exactly, which kind of benefits, but that really sucks. So.
Oh, that's rough, but that is the game. Okay, so at the end of that shooting phase, we've had a squad of scouts die, and we've also had most of the assault marines die. So there's a lot of really good splinter rifle fire that's pumped down in this turn, and we've managed to obviously get ourselves first blood and also knock out a little bit of combat punch from Rick. Good shooting phase, however, what he's going to be dropping this next turn is going to hurt, so I can really pull my army apart, which is scary, but hopefully enough will survive, then the counter punch should do something. Yeah, basically what we'll do now is we'll do some quick charge rolls, just to get into the assault phase. We might as well roll these. So, Hellions are going to charge the scouts, we'll see if they get in. 6, yeah.
Yeah, they will, but I get some Overwatch fire now.
Oh yeah, you'll get some sweet
Don't
Overwatch.
forget, the Astartes shotgun gets +1 strength at under 6 inches. So, strength 5 shotties in.
That's what I say. And then the Reaver jet bikes, 7 inches.
Oh, easily makes it in.
So
that doesn't Overwatch.
Two charges. Rick, resolve your Overwatch. And
yes.
Get back to the combat phase.
Righto. Alrighty, so we're going to do a bit of Overwatch fire. So we've got our trusty Astartes shotgun here. So as you can see, this side here's got a shotgun. Yeah, pretty. And we've got those nasty Hellions coming in. So here we go. Dice rolls. We need 6s to hit. Knowing my luck, I'll probably get none. So
I don't know. These Hellions
here we go.
are dying to Overwatch.
The goal, this sort of reddish one is a bolt pistol from the Sergeant, which is over here. So we'll see how we go. So 6s. Oh, there we go. There's 2 hits. That's not too bad. So yeah, it's alright.
Yeah, roll a wound.
So hitting on 3s. Here we go. There's 1 wound.
And,
see if we can knock him out.
And 6 up. No.
Yeah, there we go.
One.
Woohoo!
Hot.
Huzzah! Victory.
Alright, so at the end of the combat phase there, we pretty much had 1 scout die and 3 Hellions, which kind of sucked. But that's what happens. And then also the land speeder lost 2 wounds in return. So now we'll just quickly do the morale check. So for the Hellions, they are fine, meaning to roll much higher. And scouts, you need to roll like a 6.
No, they're good.
Go. So
awesome.
There we go. So that's pretty much the end of the
turn 1.
turn. So we got secure objective 1 and secure objective 6. So there's 2 points there, plus first blood, plus we kill the unit. Oh, and we've got morale check on the duties there.
There we go. Yes,
1.
loves it.
How many did you lose? 8?
8.
Leadership is 7. So they just lose 1. But you get to reroll, but you wouldn't take the reroll anyway because you still lose 1.
Alright. Yeah.
There you go.
Cool. Done. Alright, so start of turn 2. We've drawn a new card. We've now got Scour the Sky. So basically, score 1 victory point if at least 1 enemy unit that can fly was destroyed during this turn. So we'll see if we can get rid of that. From the previous turn, we did get defend objective 5, so we're still defending it. So I scored 2 points for that. So as you can see, the scouts are still defiantly holding on. somehow to the Hellions reaping havoc over there. And we've still got the 2 other objectives of domination and overwhelming firepower. So we'll see how we go in this turn to see if we can achieve any of those 2 other objectives. And we'll get on with it. So get on to movement. Okay, so we're into turn 2 now. So the most cool thing about 8th edition is there's no scatter whatsoever, which is great. Now, if you look around the battlefield, I'm going for this dominate objective. It's a bit of a rush, it's a bit of a gamble, so we'll see where we go. So we've dropped the assault squad over here, near the objective. We've zipped the lane speeder up here. Moving across, hopefully these scouts hold out against these damn Hellions. And
weren't they dropping back so you could shoot everything?
Oh, yes, of course, I'll quickly do that. So we'll just drop back.
But they're still within 3 inches of the
objective. Still within 3, yes, so we'll do that. So very modestly just do that a bit, just like that. There we go, lovely.
Good.
Move the Sanguinary Guard to see if we can smash these damn Reaver jet bikes. Lane speeder's moved around, trying to get some positioning as well. Over back here, the Sanguinor has dropped in rather magnificently with his assault squad. So the Sanguinor adds +1 attack within anyone within 6 of him as well, because he's such an inspiring presence. And to top it off, we've got some dirty death company over here that just landed near this Venom. So hopefully our assault charges do make it, and we can wipe out some units and get some points. So fingers crossed, we'll see how we go.
Yeah, this was something that Rick and I discussed off camera for quite a while to see how we could pull it off. Because he was thinking about discarding it. I'm like, wait a minute. I think he could potentially score that in this turn. So through a bit of convincing, managed to do it. Will it pay off though? Did I give him the wrong advice? We'll see what happens. All right, good luck. All right, good luck, Rick. Let's see what happens in the shooting phase.
Cheers, mate.
So we're in the Blood Angels shooting phase at the moment. The Archon has suffered so far 3 wounds from the shooting of these guys just here. And for the last few games, I've pretty much failed the Shadowfield save on the second roll. In the last 5 games, always the second roll. He survived a little while afterwards, but he always failed the Shadowfield. So 3 saves. Here we go. First one, 6.
Yep.
The big second one, it's a 3. And 5. Okay, he's all good in this game. I thought I'd roll this to see if I could try and break the stigma that's been going with him, but now he's done it. Caught on camera. All good. He's still got his full complement of wounds.
Damn it.
Archon, please do well.
Alright, so into the close combat phase, we're going to do a couple of charges. So I'll start with the Sangard here and the Commander. We'll see if we can make it into this. So it's a pretty, hopefully knowing my luck. Yeah, that'd be alright. So we're going to use a command point.
Yep.
And get rid of that.
4, I think 4 inches will make it.
Oh, no. Yes, it makes it in.
Yeah, they're in. I got Overwatch of 2 blasters, so I don't count that one. It was a 6, damn it, but didn't count that one because I dropped. 2 5s, damn it.
Damn it, so they all move in, so we're all good there. So I'll come with that. Okay, down here, we'll see if the assault squad can...
Okay, this is important. So your assault squad against the Archon.
On a 9. Oh, it's a big pull. Oh, yes! It's in there.
Oh, here we go. 1 pistol overwatching.
No. So, yeah, a wave of yellow shenanigans comes flying in.
There we go.
So move them in. And let's see if the Sanguinor can add insult to injury.
Yep.
Here we go. Dice roll. No,
he fails.
Doesn't matter.
But weight of attacks here could do it. All right, we'll keep moving those in soon.
Right,
over here.
Let's see if we can make it into this Venom. No.
Do they get reroll charges or anything?
Don't think so. No.
Double check that, and then we'll come back to it.
All right, we'll come back. All right, so we've decided we're going to use our 2 command point stratagem of Descent of Angels and use an extra dice to get basically 3d6 charge. So we'll see if we can add to this. So we're on 6. Add to it. And yeah, that definitely makes it in. So
that's 8, 9 inches.
Just on the hair of the gun. No, whatever. Yeah, you know what I mean. So we're in. So
Bee's dick, as they say.
Yes, pretty much. Bee's dick.
I'll resolve a bit of Overwatch bit there, and I think Rick has a really good potential to get dominate this turn. Really, really good, because he's currently controlling 1, 2, 3. He will control 4. He's got the guys here 5 and 6. Glad I pointed it out to you.
Oh, there you go.
That's sportsman behaviour. Give me some sports points after this game.
I'll give you a skull.
Alright, we'll come back to the important roles in the combat phase next. Alright, so far in the combat phase, Rick has everything other than this one objective for Dominate. Now, the Archon intercepted, so he interrupted the attack. He managed to cause 3 wounds at the end, so 5 attack space, +2 for the Gin Blade. And then he managed to cause 3 wounds. Rick, what'd you roll?
3 6s.
3 6s, so -3. Thank you, Rick. So anyway, the Assault Marines attack back with 24 attacks, and they've caused a total of 11 wounds, 1 from a Power Fist. So now I have to roll all these for the Archon. So 2 up Shadowfield saves. How long will he last? Here we go. First one. Passes. Second one. Passes. Third one. Passes. Fourth. Passes. Fifth. Passes. Sixth.
Oh, there we go.
So on the 6th one, he fails. So here's the 6th one. I've got
4 normal.
5 ups. Pass another 2. So that's 3 wounds so far. 6 up, feel no pains.
3
there
fail.
we go. And
The Power
I
Fist.
got the Power Fist, which I should have done first. Whoops. Should have declared that one first.
Oops.
My bad. How many wounds does it do, Rick?
So pretty much D3 wounds.
Yep. 1. Oh, 6 up. Fails. I've got 1 wound left, and then the so I've taken 3 from the chainswords, 1 from the Power Fist, and now I've got the 1 from the Gin Blade. So at the end of my phase, if I roll a 1, I take a mortal wound.
Yes! Yes!
6 up, feel
Yes!
6 up, feel no pain.
Yes! There
So
we
he
go.
does die. That's
Glorious death.
That's Warlord, and
Thank
he's gonna
you
have
very
fun.
much. Haha.
Good work.
Yes. Okay, so after a pretty successful close combat phase, we managed to capture all the objectives on the table. So if we can get the kind leader to just tour around and see what's being captured. So as you can see, everything nearby has got something on board, which is absolutely great. The main highlight for me was destroying Leigh's Warlord, so that's a bonus point as well.
Yes.
So it was really awesome. So we managed to capture that as well. So I'm going to roll for my D3 bonus points as well. So we'll see how we go. This is the bonus D3. 1, that'd be right.
Oh, there you go.
So we can't use a command point on that. So
No,
sucks.
we can't use command points.
So therefore we've scored 4 points for that.
That's it.
And we've scored +1 for the Warlord.
That's 5 points.
And then another
4 points for kill points.
So we're on 9 points. Oh no, 11.
11 points. So Rick has scored 11 points, 9 from this turn alone.
Do the math. So 4 for the guys.
Yep.
Another 4 for the objective.
Yep. That's 8.
And then another
1 for Warlord.
1 for Warlord is 9 plus the 2.
11.
We're on 11.
So 9 for this turn and 11 in total. So
Awesome.
absolutely brutal turn from the Blood Angel, scoring 9 points. So it was good going for Dominate at the end of the turn. But however, the Drukhari are going to be hitting back next. So we'll see what cards they pull and how many points they can claw back.
Pretty awesome.
Alright, so secure objective 5 is the one from previous. Now we have to secure objective 4, which is currently being held by the land speeder. I think I can get that one this turn. Overwhelming firepower as well, so I need to try and kill as many things in the shooting phase as possible. So I think the shooting phase is going to be very, very important in this turn. Have to target the units that are going to be easy to kill. I think I've already got a few in mind. And we'll see how we go from there. So let's see what the Drukhari do. I've got some units to come in this phase as well, and hopefully we score some points. Alright, so end of the Drukhari movement phase. We've had a lot of movement across the board. So we've had the Grotesques move up, so they're going to be the land speeder. They should hopefully pull it apart and score. Secure objective.
No.
The Talos have moved across because they're going to be charging and blitzing the Death Company. So we'll see what happens there. Okay, the Venom and Raider have stayed there, so they're going to be pumping shots into those guys. They need to go this turn.
Nope.
But they need to die in the shooting phase. So the other option that we've got there is the Razor Wing. So as that's flown, it might be able to lend some support over to here, depending on how much that dies from the Witches shooting at the Scouts, and they've just dropped in from the webway. And then we've also got the Scourges with their Heat Lancers, which should hopefully strip the last 3 wounds off there. So there's a few things we have to do in the shooting phase and in a certain order just to see what happens. But I think we could potentially pull off overwhelming firepower for the D3 points, which is what we need, which is what we need to catch up to Rick. That means 3 kill points in the shooting phase, 4 minimum then if that occurs. That'll put us on 8, which means we're closing in already. And then if I secure the other 2 objectives, that puts me on 10, which means we've caught back up. And then we might be able to kill a few other units as well in combat. They're racked up with points again. But then again, it all may fall apart and I have a flip-floppy turn. So we'll see what happens back at the end of the shooting phase. Alright, so not a good shooting phase, unfortunately. Thanks, Rick. So over here, the Scourges that dropped in, they managed to strip the last few wounds off the land speeder. However, it did take 4 Heat Lancers and 9 Shard Carbine shots to get rid of it. So it A lot of work that went into it. Had to use a command point as well to strip some extra wounds. So I rolled a 1 for the damage, and then of course I rolled a 2 for the damage on my reroll, leaving me with 1 command point left. Then over here, the Witches and the Razorwing only managed to kill 2 scouts in shooting, so the Dark Lancers both missed, I believe. The Shadowfield missiles killed 2, and then the rifles didn't kill anything. And then the Witches, obviously, I think they missed with 7 of their shots and wounded twice.
That was amazing.
Amazing for you. Then over here, I only managed to kill 2 Assault Marines, so basically the 2 blasters inside these didn't even hit. And then most of the shots didn't wound, I think it was, on the roll. There was a lot of hits, but no real wounds. And then Rick actually made, what was it, 9 saves?
Yeah.
Yeah, he made 9 saves out of the 10. Then through here, there was only about another 5 saves. He only failed 1 more from that. So it makes up from the 5 failed over there at the start of the game. So yeah, and then I think these guys only stripped. Oh no, they didn't even wound.
Nope.
Heat Lancers. So 2 2s. So all that awesome high AP weaponry just did absolutely nothing. So I'm only going to score 1 point from overwhelming firepower. I am going to take the point. I'm not going to try and do anything else in shooting phases because I start needing to rack up these points and actually draw new cards. So the fight phase should be a little bit more in my favour. Fingers crossed, but we'll see. Alright, so charges, the Witches, even when they reroll failed, it was a massive distance to make anyway, so didn't like their chances getting in. So be it, but at least they're in Rick's backfield at the moment, which is handy for me. Over here, the Venom and the Raider charge, so look, they're all going to get absolutely pummeled by them in the next turn through shooting combat, so I can kill at least another 1 or 2, maybe even force a little bit on morale if we're lucky. Might strip a few more, but yeah, I'm not going to like their chances the next turn, but I need to start whittling these bodies down more for late game than anything else. Now over here, both the Rax and the Talos made the charges, so hopefully they pull apart the Death Company in this turn. And obviously up here, the Grotesques are going to be scoring that objective at the end of this, hopefully, when we smash this stupid lesbian apart. Fingers crossed. Alright, so the combat phase didn't work out as well as we hoped. It was still good, still did a bit of damage, but yeah, basically the Landspeeder survived, only took 4 wounds from all the Monstrous Cleaver attacks. Another decent roll by Rick, but you know, we kind of didn't get there in the end. The Talos just absolutely smashed through the Death Company. There's only 2 left because they're fearless. They're going to sit there and keep fighting, but that's cool. Holds them up for another turn. And then over here I had these guys charge in as well because they were going to get charged and shot up anyway. Now they can't charge if they decide to jump back. At least it ties up some of those units there a little bit too. Killed 1, and then the Venom took 4 wounds in return. So that's where we're sitting at the moment. I only score overwhelming firepower for 1 more point, taking me only up to 5 points. So Rick has got a massive lead on 6 behind, but let's see if I can start winning in 3rd, 4th turn. Blood Angels.
Alright, so it's my turn 3. So we managed to draw a new card, so we've got Area Denial. So basically it says, you basically you claim 1 victory point if there's no one within 6 inches of the centre of the board. If there's no one within 12 inches of the centre of the board, I get D3 points. So as you can see over here, there's absolutely no one in the centre of the board. So ding, bonus point to me, thank you very much. We've still got Scour the Sky, so we're going to try and knock out that damn pesky flyer. And also overwhelming firepower, so this could be a possibility to score another point here for killing a unit as well. So fingers crossed, we'll see what happens, and we'll move on to the movement phase. Alrighty, so it's the end of turn 3 movement phase for the Blood Angels, or Lamenters, whatever you want to call them. So what we've done here is we've moved the Sanguinary Guard back to wipe out these Scourges, I believe they are. So, I mean, a bit of a situation here. It's either I can go for the Close Combat Squad and cause a heap of damage, or I can go for the shooty squad and do a heap of damage. I'm going to go for the shooty squad because these guys do a lot more damage than shooting, plus I'm going to try and get a bonus point out of the objective as well. Scouts pretty much, they're doomed here. We're going to hold on to the best we can and see if we can take out this damn flyer, try and pepper it. Lanespeeder's fallen back over here to try and take on the flyer as well. The Marines down here are just sitting there idly just watching because Marines, nothing special. The Sanguinary over here has moved around to try and see if we can wipe out this Venom as well in combat. So we'll try that as well. And the Death Company, well, GG, Death Company. There's not much we can do about that as well. So we'll move on now to the shooting phase and see what happens. Okay, so unfortunately not the bonus point for the shooting phase, unfortunately, but we've caused a bit of significant damage, which is good. So we wiped out 1 or 2 of the Scourges over there. Your scout squad over here did major damage to the witches over here as well, wiping out 5 of them, which was pretty cool. A good old fragmentation rocket, which is great from these guys. These guys didn't do anything, and over here we caused another wound on the venom, which we hope to wipe out this turn. So that's coming up as well. So on to the close combat phase.
You can see the sneaky 1 dice just in there. See where my finger is. Sneaky 1. 1 wound left. Please survive.
Alrighty, so after a successful close combat phase, we've wiped out the scourges down there, which is pretty cool. So I got absolutely annihilated by that squad over there, which is awesome. The Sanguinor ran in and smashed up the remnants of the venom that was over there. So as you can see, the assault survivors have stomped off with one of them dying as well. And the assault marines are now just basically hanging around onto this raider and trying to sort of rip some armor off as well. So they've taken 3 wounds off. The Death Company finally fell to the overwhelming might of the Talos and the Rax. And that is pretty much it for this turn 3 close combat. So
yeah, and we passed the morale phase for the witches over in the corner here by rolling a 2. And then these guys here, even though they rolled a 6, we realise their leadership 8 with the cyber up.
There is a bonus point for me because of Area of Denial.
Yep.
So I get a point for that.
No, because I'm within 6 because I moved out.
So cheeky man.
I know. So we were seeing that one, and I was like, oh yeah, we'll get away out of this. So there we go. So Drukhari. All right, so we've still got obviously objective 4, objective 5 because I should be able to score those this turn. However, we got take them alive. So score 1 victory point if at least 1 enemy infantry unit was destroyed during the fight phase this turn. If an enemy infantry character was slain during the fight phase this turn, score D3 victory points instead. So I know exactly what I'm doing this turn, and I'm hopefully going to get 5 points plus kill points. See how we go. All right, so big turn this turn. Move the raider out of combat because they're just going to get minced otherwise. And we're ready to start putting some support fire into here or across there if we need to. These guys moved a massive 13 inches with their run, so they're within 3 inches of that objective. So as long as we can push the scouts off, we're good to go. Razor Wings just moved up here as well. We've got the witches that have just also moved up, and then the Succubus who moved 10 inches has kind of flitted around the back. He should technically be back here.
Yeah, it's fell.
Just keeps sliding, so she's just going to stand there within an inch. Her 10-inch move because of the combat drugs is super handy, so she'll be off trying to punch up the captain and kill him this turn to get the D3 points in close combat. The other thing is here we might be able to strip enough points, then charge the raider in, and then have a crack. But yeah, we'll see. The homunculus up here as well. He's also controlling this objective to score the points. He might get sniped by the scouts next turn, but so be it. He's also offering to get the +1 toughness on those guys there too, because the Assault Marines will be charging next turn, I reckon. We'll be giving the grotesques a bit of a crack. So yeah, it's going to be a big turn this turn for the Drukhari. They really need to start getting some kills on the board, otherwise we're just going to keep falling behind. It's going to get harder and harder to get back into the game. So let's have a good shooting phase.
Alright, so we've had a situation here where the Raiders Dark Lancer shot at the back of the Sanguinor. It's -4. He's wounded, so it's a -4 to the armor, so I need a 6. So let's see if we can do this. Come on, see what happens. No, not today.
Alright, now let's see how many wounds we do.
Here we go. 3. So
do I command point that?
Yes. Sorry? Nah.
Command point. No command point.
He lives!
He lives. 3 wounds left. Alright, so it took a lot of shooting, but we finally got rid of the scouts. So it was the Razor Wing which shot at it, which had virtually nothing to do. Blaster did nothing.
Nothing.
Rolled a 1 to wound.
It was amazing.
So even though the advance and the -1 hits, doesn't wound. From in here as well, obviously the blaster caused some 3 wounds there, but the Dark Lance, but the blaster missed, of course. Then all the shots here finally managed to pop off the scouts. Which
finally.
A-okay. Here, the 4 heat lance shots, only 1 hit, 1 wound. Oh no, sorry, 2 hits, 1 wound. So he killed off another guy here. And that pretty much wraps up my
shooting
phase. So next is combat. Combat is going to be huge this turn with what happens. It's really going to determine if I'm still in this game or not. So let's see what happens. Alright, so charge phase. We've managed to get the succubus into the captain because we want him to die from the bloody blood glaive. The blood glaive is good, but we'll see what happens. Because I really need those points. We had the Talos charge. They should mince up this.
Yeah, they're pretty screwed.
Because we need 2s to hit now. Battle round 3, add 1 to your hit rolls. Pretty much everything is hitting on 2s. Everything.
Brutal.
So they should be smashing everything. And that is pretty much it. So let's see what happens. Let's get some kills. Okay. Okay. Leigh's bad luck continues. It's a rolling theme. So basically, my succubus came in, attacked the captain. I only managed to do 3 wounds in total, so I only managed to cause 1 wound at the end, including all my rerolls. But I did manage the big 3 wounds on there, which was fine. When the captain struck back, did 4 wounds, failed 4 3-up saves. That's 3-up invulnerable saves. Yeah, she just got blitzed, so not good there. Then I lost also 2 witches in combat, so bound to happen. So be it. But they passed their morale check. Over here, the Talos just blended through.
Butchered all this unit.
They haven't lost a single wound yet, so they're still managing to
steamroller.
Steamroll through. So at the end of my turn anyway, I've got secure objective 4 and objective 5, so that's another 2 points. Which brings me up to, where are we?
9.
So 9, and you'd be sitting on
13. 14.
15.
15, yes.
So I am falling really far behind, so Rick's going to score a few more points in this turn, but let's just see how he holds on, because he is getting a bit thin on the ground where I've still got quite a lot of options. So late game, Drukhari should start to do very, very well, but we will see. Let's go on to the Lamenters turn 4.
Alright, so Lamenters turn 4, there's a couple of decisions I've got to make. But basically, for every unit I wipe out in shooting, I get a point. So I'm starting to play a bit more tactically at the moment, so we'll get to do that. So in this case here, we're going to try and wipe out these racks with the soft squad. So we've got a full strength of firepower coming over there. So I've got that. We've got the Sanguinor here, jumped across. We're going to try and get this Homunculus, a bit of a sneaky attack. We'll see if we can pull it off. We have the Sniper Scouts, which are going to try and wipe out this for a guaranteed point. And we've got the Land Speeder here that's going to try and help out with that too. So hopefully we can wipe these guys out and get a point. Just to get me a bonus point of some sort. So yeah, that's pretty much it for movement. As you can see, there's not much left. So Leigh's absolutely butchering everything at the moment. So I've got to keep working those damn calluses because they're reaping havoc on my squads. Cool, so that's the end of my movement. Looks like I'm getting a bit of Leigh's curse here, so unfortunately... oh yeah, bugger off anyway. So we didn't manage to wipe out any squads in shooting. We did whittle down the racks to 1 wound, to 2 guys. So,
3 guys. 3 guys.
Yep, 3 guys. So I'll be charging in there, just trying to wipe them out. The Land Speeder here didn't do much. It hit and just killed 1. The Scouts killed 1 as well, and that is really about it. So
I will correct you. That multi-melter hit, wound, rolled a 1 for the damage, and I rolled a 6 for my inured to suffering roll. So, so we'll see what happens in the combat phase.
So we'll go into the close combat phase. See how we go.
All right, this could be the death of the racks. 8 wounds.
Here we go.
4 up. Oh, reroll that one because it's a bit cocked.
Oh.
So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 fails. 6 up. Oh, it's 3 dead. So 3 dead. So that's the unit gone. That is the squad gone. So goodbye, Rackadoos. And that is another point to Ricardo.
Thank you very much.
Uh-oh.
Alright, so the end of turn 4, we've managed to wipe out most of the witches down there, which is pretty cool. So there's a point for that. And we wiped out the racks over there as well. So that gave me another 2 points. So that is pretty much giving me another 2 points. I'm now sitting on 16 points.
Yeah, I know, and the Talos managed to finish off the last 2 Assault Marines.
So that takes Leigh up to 10 points. So he's still 6 points behind, but I can now picture him doing something rather cheaty and probably something I'm used to.
Yeah, got to pull some cards, got to do a few things. So you didn't score any cards this turn?
No, not this turn, no.
Shit. Alright, so we've still got Take Them Alive, because I want to do this to the Sanguinor in the combat phase, so that's how we're going to get rid of him. Defend Objective 6, so I've almost got to push back into my deployment zone, but I'm not going to do it because I've also got Advance. I score 1 point if no unit from my army is within my deployment zone at the end of my turn. So, yeah, at least Objective 6 is sort of sitting on the cusp of my deployment zone. So I will have to play that one really trickily. So I've got a few ideas up my sleeve for it. Yeah, let's see what happens at the end of my turn. Alright, so this was tight. The Razor Wing is just out by about an inch or 2 from my deployment zone. I thought he was going to be in there, which means I wouldn't have got advance. Not good. The Raider just fell back, so he's out of the deployment zone. Boom, but he is still within 3 inches of the objective. So we're holding and going to be defending objective 6. I have to hold it until Rick's next turn, though. That's the big sort of point right now. Talos have moved up. They're going to be using their Heat Lancers as shooting phase to try and start to knock these guys down, whittle them down. They need to start going. And then they're going to be charging into the assault phase, and hopefully I'll get to take them alive objective from that. So I should hopefully score 2 cards out of this and a few kill points. I think I'm only going to be getting 1 kill point this turn. But we'll see. See in the shooting phase. Alright, so not too bad a shooting phase. We managed to strip 1 wound off the captain, which was good. So that was 2 Dark Lancers and 2 rifles shooting at him. 1 wound. Very good. Over here we did manage to knock off the land speeder, which was fantastic, and then he blew up. Caused a mortal wound on my Carbolite Warriors, but I rolled a 6. Thank you very much for immune to suffering. And then we also killed a scout, and then with all the combined shooting we killed another 3 scouts. So we shot everything we could at them. We're trying to push them off the objective. We don't want them sniping characters, because I've only got the 1 character left. But yeah, this has been a pretty good turn 4 now. We also charged in, so the Talos have charged into the Sanguinor, so hopefully they should kill him. He's only got 2 wounds left. They should pull him apart, and then the Grotesque charged in here, so they'll do their pile in next, so they'll all do it.
We wiped one out.
Bloody combat here, so.
And we wiped one out in Overwatch.
Oh yeah, we killed a Grotesque in Overwatch.
Yeah.
Stupid pistols. Alright, so we're going to roll for the Grotesque. So basically, 3 of their attacks are going to be with the Flesh Gauntlet, so that's on rolls of 6 to wound. It's a mortal wound, but there's no negative AP or anything. So here we go. 2s to hit now. Thank you, Power from Pain. I've scored 1, 2, 3, 4 ones. Leigh. So only 1 of the Flesh Gauntlets has made it so far. 2 still hit. Here we go. Now strength 5, so 3s to wound. Oh, terrible roll.
Good, lovely.
Terrible roll.
Lovely.
Oh, actually not too bad.
No, it's not too bad.
Not too bad. There's only 3 that missed. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 at -2, and then 1 at no negative at all. So here we go, Rick. Roll it up.
Right, so
7 first.
5, 6, 7, -2, so I need 5s.
That's 3.
Yeah.
6 dead so far.
Yep. And
so 6 dead.
6 dead.
And do you want to do your?
Yeah, we'll do our attacks back. So there's
still
only 4 guys left. So 4 by 2 is 8. 6 and 8. Here we go. Hitting 4s.
3.
3s. Oh, there we go. It's not a bad roll. And
5s now.
5s. Oh, there we go. 1, 2. 2 wounds.
3 up saves, both pass.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming.
Horrible.
And also at the end of that phase, we did kill the Sanguinor as well. So that'll be an extra 1 of my points. So let's just do any morale tests. Let's just do the morale here.
Loves
2
it.
2 plus 6, 8. Yeah, they're fine. So they're sticking around if they want.
And the scouts?
Scouts, yes.
Oh.
5 plus 4 is 9. They get their shot on no fear.
Yes.
Yep. So reroll that. Pretty sure that's how that works.
Oh.
No, that'll be them gone.
So they're gone.
Goodbye.
Ah, there you go. Fooey.
Bye. Goodbye. Okay, end of my turn. I get advance.
Yes.
And I also get D3 for take them alive. So let's see how many points I get for that. 1.
Yes.
Thank you very much. So that's an extra 2, 3 points. I scored about 4 points that turn. We'll have to retally the kill points at the end of this game, I think. But the main thing is we make sure we.
Yes.
So, anyway, it'll be Lamenters turn 5 coming up next. How much longer can they hold out? Because the Drukhari are looking relatively strong on the ground still.
Alright, Lamenters turn 5, so as you can see there's pretty much only 2 units left. So I've got my Sanguinary Guard and the Captain, and my Assault Marines. Everything else has been pulverised.
So why did they move out?
I've had to move them out because I've got my Overwhelming Firepower card that is still in play. If we can wipe out this Homunculus with shooting, we get a point, or 2 points because it's a point for wiping out and 1 for the card. And if we can wipe out these 3 jerks over here, we get 2 points there as well. So
Jerks, try and stay alive.
yeah, so we'll see we go. If they don't get him in shooting, we'll try and wipe them out in combat. So unfortunately for me, the only thing that's going to pretty much cause me a lot of havoc are these damn Taloses, which are like the ace card up Leigh's sleeve at the moment.
Oh, they're doing so well for me this game.
Yeah,
they're
very
really
nasty.
what's kept me in it.
Very, very nasty. But look, I'm pretty proud on how my Marines have gone in this game. They've done quite a lot of damage, and it's a very high-scoring game. So it's
It is.
quite chuffed with it.
Dominate was so good for you at that start. Like if
Worked
you rolled
very well.
if you got a few extra points from it, that would have been fantastic. But it is what it is. So anyway,
Here
let's
we go.
all right. So we've got Secure Objective 3, Defend Objective 4, and Trophy Hunter. So we didn't mention it last turn, but I did score Defend Objective 6. So at the end of that turn, I managed to get that. So scoring Objective 3. Objective 3 is it this one? No, that's
yeah, no.
2. 4. That's 1. Objective 3
must be over there.
Ooh, is that it there? Yes.
Yes.
So, this is important.
Oh.
So, got to secure Objective 3, defend Objective 4, which is...
Over there?
No. 5, 4.
That's 4.
So I've got to somehow defend that. So I think the Grotesque will be coming up, taking it this turn and seeing what happens. Now, Trophy Hunter. I've got it. Rick has to nominate a character. He's only got 1 left. So he'll have to nominate that character, I'm guessing.
Yes.
Which objective do you nominate for me to capture?
Obviously, what's the closest?
So you want
Actually, no, we'll try and make you capture what's down here, which is objective number 2.
Alright, so I have to secure objective 2, and yeah, this is going to be... Oh, that's going to be really interesting.
Gonna make you play. Make
You're going to make me play. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see what happens at the end of the movement phase.
Here we go.
Alright, so this guy's just moved up, so everything's within rapid fire range of the captain. The Talos have just moved up as well, because they're going to try and finish off the Assault Marines. And then we had the Grotesque, they managed the massive run move, so I should hopefully get Trophy Hunter at the end of this. So, fingers crossed. We'll have to see what happens in the shooting phase, but I think we...
I think you've got this, mate.
We'll see. Alright.
You're right.
Alright, so we're going to film this, because this is going to be Warlord as well. So, first up, Dark Lance shooting him. Misses.
Ooh.
Of course it was going to happen. It always happens.
Yeah, you're the blaster.
All my blasters missed this game. So next up is everyone inside the Raider. So
This has got to get him, Leigh. Come on, mate.
There's 1 blaster. Let's see what happens.
Come on.
6s, I get extra hits.
Here we go.
It'll be the Splinter that gets him in the end.
It's always... Oh,
so here we go.
6s.
1s and 2s, let's get rid of them. Can we see any more in there? No.
No.
How many 6s? 1, 2, 3,
So you got 5 there.
4, 5 6s. That's 5 extra shots.
Yes.
Make it in because of the Splinter Axe. Very good. And the blaster hit as well.
Oh.
4s to wound, and I get to re-roll 1s because of Cabal the Poison Tongue. Here we go. The blaster wounds. Handy.
Yes.
Now let's get rid of the 2s and 3s. That's a 1.
I'm just going to roll this now because it looks like this is pretty much done. So the blaster, minus 3.
Yep, but you get your... Is he got a Storm Shield?
Storm Shield.
Yep.
So 3 up. Here we go. No, you failed. And he is Cactus.
There we go.
There you go, Leigh. Well done.
Thank
you very much.
Woo-Lord. All right. Let's just quickly capture some more shooting. 4 Heat Lancers. 4s to hit. 1, 2.
2 hits.
What's that one there?
That's
It's
a 3.
It's out. So 3s. It's another 2 dead.
Yep.
Neg 5. Pistol from the Homunculus.
Nope.
Misses. All right. Then we'll go, I reckon, straight into combat. So the Talos, they're in on the 7.
Yeah, we'll do a multi-melter Overwatch. Fails. Pistol. Fails.
Okay, and let's quickly wrap this up as well here. So that's 6 plus another 6. So tell us have like 5 attacks each, then an additional 1 for the macro scalpels. 2s to hit. 1's miss.
Yeah, they're pretty dead.
Here we go.
Roll those dice.
Where are we? Here we go.
Finish him. Yeah, they're dead.
There we go. Yeah, I don't think they're going to come back from that.
No, they're not coming back.
So that's another couple of points there. So
Yes.
At the end of this turn, I managed to get secure. Where's objective 3?
Over here?
Yeah,
Oh, no, it's 2.
So 3 is...
3 is here. No, you don't get that.
So I've got Trophy Hunter.
Yep. So,
So that's 1 point there.
yep.
I didn't think about that too much.
Oops.
So I got that there, but I did get 1, 2 kill points plus later Warlord for another 4.
Yep.
So yeah, we'll see if the game goes on, then we'll tally up the points if we do go on. The game
Yes,
does go on.
it
Do you want to
does.
continue, Rick?
I would say probably no,
No?
because I got a very late night. But look, for the sake of gaming, yeah, we'll go on.
Oh, he's got
Why
one more
not?
turn.
Why not?
One more turn. One more turn.
And you'll probably get it from this as well, so that's fair enough.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Here we go.
Alright, so turn 6 of the Lamenters turn, we decided to go in for another turn, because this is me. And we've gotten punishment. Unfortunately, we did get the tactical card advance, which means I get a point for moving away from my opponent zone. So I did that, so I got a point for that. And I've also got a point for killing the Raider as well, so that's another 2 points. So therefore that takes me up to another 2 points on my place. I'm sitting on 22.
Yes, we will have to recount kill points then, because you might have even a few more.
Yeah,
We don't know yet. So
there we go. So that's the end of my turn 6. So Leigh, let's see if you can grind your way back and try and finish this off.
we'll see.
1 unit to go, mate. Let's see if we can do it.
What a way to finish the game. Oh, shit. So, I drew mission critical objectives. So, where did that go? It's hiding somewhere here. There's basically, I had to roll a d6, and it's over here. Mission critical objectives. So, I rolled 3. So, I had to score objective 3, and I also rolled up a 3. So, I ended up doing that. I was a good 15, 16 inches away. So, the Carbonite Warriors, I thought, screw it, let's do it. I rolled a big 6 for their run, which means I could move 13 inches, which put me within 3 inches of the objective. So I got 2 points there automatically. The Talos moved up, and we managed to kill 2 or 3 sanguinary guard in the shooting phase. And then from there, the Talos made a massive charge, 10 inches, and they cleaned up the rest of it. So that pretty much cleaned out Rick's forces, tabling him, so essentially winning me the game. But I think we're still going to count up points, because I think Rick would still technically win points with everything else. It wasn't for the table.
Yeah.
We'll cover that in the post game, and yeah, we'll see you there. All right, so
yes. Well,
well done. Thank you.
Brutal game to the end. So, yep. That's all I can say.
So it wasn't tabling in the end, unfortunately for Rick. I had a bit of luck.
Turn 6 though, so I was quite happy with the way the army went.
Yeah. That was good. So it was 26 to 21 points in the end, I believe it was. So we just pulled away in the end with a few good bits and pieces.
Yep.
But I think you start to see the power of the new Drukhari Codex late game.
Oh yeah, they're way better now than they used to be. Definitely.
It was sort of late game that we managed to really sort of smash it, which was good. So yeah. Drukhari, just absolutely fantastic late game. Mid game, it was a little bit disappointing. The blasters weren't doing too well.
Yeah, look, if your dice rolls went better, it would have been a totally different outcome.
That's exactly it. So it was a tough game. It was a good game, but we managed to get there in the end. So yet again, good game, Rick.
Yeah, thank you, Leigh.
No worries. You should be seeing some more stuff from me in the future in regards to heading to No Retreat 7 in Gibraltar. So you'll start to see a bit about my Death Guard and basically my ideas for my disc planning. So you'll see some stuff on YouTube, maybe some stuff on my Facebook page, maybe some stuff on Instagram. So just check it out. It's going to be a really interesting path there. It's going to be really cool to play against some of the guys there. So looking forward to that. There we go.
Sounds good. Thanks again, Leigh.
No worries, Rick. Anytime. It's about time I finally beat him. He's had a few up on the list. There we go.
There you go.
Alright, see you guys.
Alright, thanks guys. Have a good night. Or day, whatever.